On this date in 1971, World of Sport aired a show with 3 matches that had taken place at a recent event in Bradford. The matches included Steve Vador versus Manuel Pullman, Antonio Rocca versus Jeff Ports, and a match between Jim Briggs and Peter Preston. They then aired a programme on this date again in 1982, which included matches from Sid Cooper, Pete LePeck, and Tommy Lawn versus the team of Mal Sanders, Steve Gray and Steve Logan. Then the world heavy middleweight champion Mark Rocco faced off against Dynamite Kid. The AWA held a show in Winnipeg, Manitoba on this date in 1986 and had 3 different titles on the line. In the opening match, Candy Devine defeated Sherry Martel to win the AWA World Women's Championship. Stan Hansen came in as the champion and retained the AWA World Heavyweight Championship against Rick Martel. And then in the main event, Ric Flair and Nick Bockwinkel went to a double countout draw in a match for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. On this date in 1988, CWA held their weekly show that featured the likes of Raging Bull Manny Hernandez versus Rodney Napier, the Midnight Rockers versus Rick Fontana and Todd Morton, and the Power Twins took on the team of Billy Travis and Todd Morton. At a stacked WWF MSG show in 1995, Alundra Blaze challenged Bull Nakano's WWF Women's title. Bret Hart faced off against his younger brother Owen Hart in a no-holds-barred match, and in the main event, Diesel defended his WWF Championship against Double J Jeff Jarrett. ECW House Party 99 was held at the ECW Arena in front of 1,700 fans. Tommy Dreamer defeated Justin Credible and Lance Storm in a 3-way dance, and Rob Van Dam and Sabu beat Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney to regain the ECW Tag Team titles. WCW held a sold-out event on this day in 2000 in front of 14,000 fans in Cincinnati, Ohio. The opening match between Billy Kidman and Dean Malenko only lasted just over 2 minutes because the over-convoluted rules stated that someone could win if their opponent's feet touched the floor, which Dean Malenko had forgotten. Oklahoma beat Medusa for the Cruiserweight title. Buff Bagwell beat DDP in a death match. Then in the main event, Chris Benoit went over Sid Vicious to win the WCW World Heavyweight title. From the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, TNA held their Final Resolution 2005 show. Chris Harris and James Storm won by pinfall against the team of Bobby Roode and Eric Young in a bout for the NWA Tag Team titles. AJ Styles defeated both Chris Sabin and Petey Williams in an Ultimate X 3-way for the NWA X Division title, and Jeff Jarrett came out on top in a match with Monty Brown for the NWA World Heavyweight title. At the CMLL show in 2009, at the Arena Mexico in front of 7,000 fans, the team of La Sombra and Valador Jr. defeated Averno and Mephisto in a 2 out of 3 falls tag match to secure the CMLL Tag Team titles. On this date in 2016, in the famous York Hall in London, England, Rev Pro held their high-stakes event in front of 1,600 fans. Pete Dunne in the opening contest of the night defeated Morgan Webster to regain the Rev Pro British Cruiserweight title. Marty Scurll defeated Will Ospreay in just over 28 minutes in what many called the match of the night. Jay Lethal defended the ROH World Heavyweight title against Mark Haskins, and then in the main event of the show, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated AJ Styles to gain the Rev Pro British Heavyweight title. And finally, at Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill 2021 event, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz beat the team of Havoc and Neva to win the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Tag Team titles. Deonna Purrazzo regained the Impact Wrestling Knockouts title against Taya Valkyrie. Eddie Edwards took on Sami Callihan in a barbed wire massacre match. And in the main event of the show, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson and Kenny Omega beat the team of Chris Sabin, Moose and Rich Swann in a 6-person tag team match.